Alright guys, here we go with another Ask the Angry Ninja Show video bonus. Bonus time. Bonus time. And now we're going to pull out one of my favorite statues. It really is. This is the Joker from The Killing Joke. Oh yeah. And this is, as you can see, a massively large statue. And the detail is just amazing. And then, with The Killing Joke, that is actually the issue where it was long argued whether or not Batman killed the Joker at the end, because the Joker tells that horrible, horrible joke, and they start laughing together, and it goes black, and you hear they do the crack, but it's a black panel, and it just says crack. And it actually came out, the guy who wrote that comic said, yes, that sound, they didn't want to show it on the panel, but that sound was, in fact, the Batman finally snapping and breaking the Joker's neck.
So he snapped and snapped the Joker.
Yep. Double snap. Alright. Now we're going to get started with the full show with the Ninja Wife. So if everybody's ready, and here we go. It's the Ask the Angry Ninja Show. What? With a special guest.
Ninja Wife!
Hey!
Okay.
She's like, I'm asleep. She's like, I'm special guest. Nothing. I'm like, I guess it's the stealthy ninja. I guess she doesn't want to talk. She's so ninja, she don't speak.
I'm like Drax. You can't see me. I'm invisible.
Okay, she said, like, Drax, you can't see me. But she literally did the John Cena. She did the John Cena, you can't see me. She is so sleepy. This is going to be the best podcast ever or the worst. I don't know which, but either way, it's going up. You can't see me.
Shut up. I'm just a little sleepy.
Little sleepy, she's over there with one eye closed going, you can't see me. No, you can't see me. She's so sleepy. Never mind, I'm not going to get into bad you're so sleepy jokes. She's so sleepy. Alright, so who we got number one on the list?
Your pick.
Oh yeah, we're doing movies again today. Oh, that's what we do.
That's all I do. So if you hear The Ninja Wife, you know it's going to be movies.
It's going to be movies. And I picked as a softball for her, because I knew she loved so many of the movies. I didn't realize this would become a 30-minute decision-making process about which one to pick. But whatever.
I love movies, dude.
She does. But I picked Adam Sandler. And one of the best comedic writers / actors of our generation. There's Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, David Spade, Chris Farley, just an elite group of funny people. So when you think about Adam Sandler, there's so many to choose from. Like the great silly ones like Waterboy and Billy Madison and Little Nicky, Happy Gilmore, like all great. And then you have stuff one slightly more serious, yet still silly end. And that's what I went with. And one of my favorite ones, because it's just such a great story in and of the end. And the twist at the end kind of got me right in the heartstrings. That's No. I'm thinking two different movies. I said Mr. Deeds earlier, but that's not the one I meant to say.
Are you thinking about Big Daddy?
I'm thinking about Big Daddy. That's my favorite one. I told her Mr. Deeds, but I got the titles confused with his two movies. I know.
And I'm the sleepy one.
Shame the ninja. But no, it's Big Daddy is my favorite Adam Sandler movie.
It was a good movie.
It was a great movie. And, it's one of the last movies Kevin Smith's ex-girlfriend did. Yeah, everything goes back to Kevin Smith. He's a good deal. Jolie Laura Adams used to date Kevin Smith, and she did one of her last movies.
So, I'm so sure you would so leave me for Kevin Smith. You have such a man crush that it is not even funny.
I would not leave you for Kevin Smith. He wouldn't have me for that long, but, it's not gay if they're a celebrity.
No, it's still gay.
It's not gay if it's the dark?
Okay, we gonna go on with these movies because my husband's turning gay on me.
I'm not turning gay.
You're right, you are gay. I'm your beard.
You're not my beard. Anyway, no, Big Daddy, with the kid, he's not supposed to have the kid, and by far, let's put that there, worst social worker ever.
Yes.
Like, dude calls, man, I can't handle this kid, come get it. He shows up, let's just pretend you didn't mean that and take the kid. What? What kind of... I mean, I guess it would ruin the whole movie, but still, really? All right, and your pick for Adam Sandler.
As hard as it was,
And it was hard.
my all-time favorite, 8 Crazy Nights.
Okay, she says it's hard, but I've lived with this woman for a while. And there was this summer, and I say summer because this is a Christmas movie. Summer, where she watched this movie every
It's a Hanukkah movie.
day for like 3 months.
Not every day, every other day.
She's lying.
No.
Yes. Put it on repeat and went to sleep to it for 3 months.
I love this movie.
And it's not a bad movie. It's got Adam Sandler. It's got what's that little short annoying comic? John Lovitz, and he's in it. He's good. I mean, it is a good movie. It's a good story, good entertaining story. And anytime Lovitz doesn't have hands, it's kind of funny.
Or when the deer start laughing so much they poo.
Oh my god.
Or when they put the old man in the porter body and sit him down and then the deer licking clean.
Those were some magical deer. Magical pooing deer.
And then they make a pyramid so the cops can't see him and arrest him.
She's not lying. If y'all haven't seen 8 Crazy Nights, it's actually the script idea came from his song that he wrote before the movie called 8 Crazy Nights about being a Jewish child and
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. All right. What's our second pick on
Our
this?
second pick is Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell. What movies has she done, honey?
Well, she's actually done a lot, but I picked Frozen 2.
Oh, you picked a Disney movie?
Shut up. I hear the sarcasm in your mouth.
It's not sarcasm. It's shock. Actually, here's a serious question because sequels are so rarely better than the original.
Yes.
Why did you pick Frozen 2 over Frozen 1? Because she was the same person in both movies. It wasn't
Anna.
any...
Anna.
Anna. She played the non-important sister.
Not true.
Not true. Actually, if you watch the first movie, it really was all about her.
Yeah. I like 2 better because it gave them more depth. It actually... I don't know. Like, the first one, it just seems like... Okay, so they're on this journey to, discover she's okay. But in this one, it was more about... They learned their past. They learned their grandfather... I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sleepy here. Did some really shady stuff.
Shady stuff.
And they have to fix that. And at one part of the scene, in one part of the movie, she has lost Olaf.
Lost Olaf?
Olaf? Yeah.
Oh, sad times.
Dies, pretty much.
He's the only character in those movies I liked.
And because Olaf dies, that tells her that her sister's dead.
But her sister isn't dead.
No, she comes back because, the spirits and stuff.
She's a spirit goddess. Isn't that the end of the movie?
That's how it pretty much puts her. She is the other spirit. But...
And I slept through 90% of this movie. Yeah, I caught that.
There's just that scene. It always gets to me. Especially the part where she says that it was hard to rise from the floor because she ain't rising for her, but she's got to get up and do the next right thing. So no matter what happens, she knows she has to go on to save her people. And it just gets you. I think this movie gave him more depth, gave him more of a purpose, and it was just a beautiful movie. If you haven't seen it, it's on Disney Plus.
And that makes my choice for her, just after all that awesomeness and wonderfulness and wholesome family goodness, that's what just makes my choice for her that much worse. And that's Forgetting Sarah Marshall. So I don't recall this movie, but the beginning of this movie, her character is dating, I can't remember his name, the dude from
How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother. And they break up, and she runs off with,
Wasn't his name in How I Met Your Mother Marshall?
Maybe. I never really watched that show. What I love about this movie is this movie's about him, but just like, she leaves the dude for Brandon... Oh, the guy that married Katy Perry. I can't think of his name. Big, tall drug dealer. Russell Brand. Yeah, with the scarf. Always wears that stupid scarf. And she's basically cheating on her man with him. right? And then so he decides he's going to go on vacation so he can forget about this girl.
Let me guess. She shows up.
Yeah, apparently totally not planned or nothing. It wasn't like she was trying to stalk him. He shows up with her new man. And now he's like, really? But by the end of it, the part that makes me always so happy is when the karma gets the right person. He meets a girl while he's down there, and they start to do well. And things, they don't really start dating until the end of the movie, till it's completely over, like the final cutscene.
Look at you trying to go all soft and sweet. Is it because after my Frozen thing?
Oh, no. It's because at the end of the thing, the Kristen Bell and the Russell Brand character, right? And she's like, they're arguing or something. He goes, that's okay. I've been sleeping with the yoga instructor every day.
That's dirty.
That's what she deserved. That was a karma moment. And I just love any good funny movie.
Karma bit you.
Karma comes back and like, guess what?
It's
Use
like
a
a
hoe.
mosquito.
Karma said use a hoe. Karma said use a hoe. Alright.
And our next one.
Alright, everybody sit down, buckle up, put your belt on.
Not too tight though.
I mean, I don't care how tight you put it on. I don't care. It's not my bag, it's yours. Heath Ledger. Heath the Legend Ledger. Heath ain't nobody else ever playing the Joker again Ledger. Heath the man among men Ledger. I kind of like Heath Ledger.
Not among men anymore, but...
Well, I mean, he's among heavenly men. Yeah, you're going down for that one. I'm just saying.
What? I just was
Yeah, because what you just said, you're all like, I need a little Jesus
I
right
didn't
now.
know if you knew or not.
No, I knew. It's why. You know, it's actually him dying ruined the third Batman movie.
Yes, because it's all about the movie, honey.
Well, no. I mean, they had a giant plan for the third script that was really more about the Joker than anything else. And I'm very sad he passed.
If y'all haven't picked yet, he's picked
The Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight.
Yeah. Or the Dark Knight. Oh my god, I think I said it wrong.
Dark Knight Returns. isn't
Dark
it?
Knight Returns. Yeah.
Holy crap! I knew what Batman movie it was before you.
I get sleepy, but whatever.
I'm sleepy.
But
No. We had to bask in this moment that I knew what Batman movie it was before the Batman knowledge expert who lives in my house who likes to correct me if I'm wrong. I was right. What was it, honey?
Anyway.
What was it?
Dark Knight Returns.
And who was right the first time?
It was
Who was right?
the ninja wife was correct.
Exactly. Okay, we can move on now. I basked.
She basked, right? Yeah. Anyway. But, and I'm going to be 100% honest with everybody on this one. The minute I heard Heath Ledger was being cast as the Joker, I went, this movie's going to suck balls. He's not the Joker. He won't work as the Joker. There ain't no broke back in the Joker. No. And I was mad.
And then you seen it.
And then I saw it. And not only was Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker, the way he brought that character to a new level of death, fuck Jared Leto, the way he brought that character to a new level, with the
language.
Look, I'm allowed one a podcast. That's only one. You got. I'm gonna get comments about my podcast from you telling me language, and we're like, You're like Captain America and Iron Man. Oh, you don't remember that?
No.
Avengers: Age of Ultron.
I'm tired though.
They're fighting in a war, the opening scene, and somebody cusses or says something, and Captain America on the mic in the middle of a battle while shooting people goes, language.
Oh, yeah, okay. I got you.
Yeah. Anyway, so, and the death with the scars, the way he did that, the way they did the makeup for that, they really created this character. It was a combination of a director who really had a perfect vision and an actor who really understood what he wanted and a script that was amazing coming together to create my favorite Batman movie of all time. My favorite superhero movie of all time. And if you've seen this through, you realize what a stretch that is. And my favorite portrayal of a villain in any movie of all time. And that is Heath Ledger as the Joker. in The Dark Knight Returns. What they could have done with that script for another one would have been amazing. I would have loved to seen it, but you just don't get any better than that performance as a Joker. Nobody can touch that role and have the impact he had, in my opinion.
Are you gonna cry?
I might, because it was a travesty that this man passed. He was a genius and didn't get the credit he deserved before he passed.
No, he did not.
I mean, everybody just thought of him as A Knight's Tale, which is a great movie, but not the most, drama-rific movie. And Brokeback Mountain, which was a lot of drama, but a little too much spit in the hands. All right, and what is your Heath Ledger choice?
I bet you think it's gonna be A Knight's Tale.
By all means, A Knight's Tale would not have been a bad choice. But then there's another movie he did that was called The Order, which might have been A Knight's Tale, the sequel. Did you see that movie?
I have.
It wasn't great, but it really was. It was Heath Ledger, the fat guy with the beard that was in his group, and the girl who he got with were all in. It was literally like, hey, we finished making this movie, let's go make another.
So, it ain't The Knight's Tale.
Oh, I know what movie it is.
What movie?
Oh, go ahead.
It ain't 10 Things I Hate About You.
What? Okay, so I don't know the movie.
It is a movie I love.
Oh, okay. What animated movie?
It is not animated.
What? Oh,
And
I need a chair, guys.
I would go so far as I'd watch it with the kid, but maybe at a certain age. The Brothers Grimm.
Oh, I forgot about the Brothers Grimm with Matt Damon. That is a great, and the story for that movie is awesome. The way they did that, where they took, this is where they got their stories from. They actually found a magical place where bad crap was happening. Yeah, and that they were actually scam artists up until that point. Although, really cool moment in the movie where they've realized that magic really is happening.
Yeah.
And this isn't one of their cons. And one dude's like, we're out. Like, we fake this stuff. No. And the other dude's like, no, we should do it. This is our chance. This is real magic. This is what we've been looking for. And so they separate for a minute, but then the other dude comes out and they go together and save the day. Just, yeah, great
You
movie.
forgot about that movie, didn't you?
I did completely forget about that movie because, I think about Heath Ledger, I think one movie only.
But see, there was and you said a minute ago he didn't get the respect because there was all these movies.
Yeah, but he didn't get the respect. He never got the Oscar.
And you were forgetting The Brothers Grimm.
I am forgetting the Brothers Grimm.
I love that movie.
It is a great movie. All right, and our last one for the day.
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts. All right, this is her movie. Choice is the one she picked. So mine's kind of a reach because I couldn't think of a whole lot of Julia Roberts movies that involve romances, and I'm not picking a romance because they're not my favorite kind of movies.
Because he is not a well-rounded person.
I might pick a romantic comedy with some comedy in it, but just straight romance movies bore me. And that's just what it is. It's who I am. Sorry. What movie did you pick?
Well, I almost picked Steel Magnolias because it just tugs in my heart every time I watch it.
Never seen it? I know. Continue.
But I didn't. I went with one of my favorites as a kid. Hook. She plays Tinkerbell.
She does play Tinkerbell and Hook, and it's...
Can I add this, though? She was a red-headed Tinkerbell.
Yes, she was, which was totally weird.
I loved it.
But what the favorite part of Hook? I know your favorite Hook couldn't have been Tinkerbell.
Yeah, I like it when Tinkerbell grows and she's all sad because she's in love with Peter.
Oh, and that's the part I was going to make fun of.
Or when they get... No, you won't make fun of a part. You make fun of when they get the thimbles.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, it was something like instead of a kiss or something, she gave him a thimble or something like
Yeah,
that.
I remember that.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the thimbles part in Hook.
Yeah.
There was one?
Yeah.
See, I didn't remember that. Roofie.
Rufio.
No, it's Roofie.
Oh.
There we go. It's the Rufio. Honestly, a great movie.
The food fight scene?
The food fight.
Like when he finally starts to believe and then he throws the food and it actually goes.
Yeah.
And he's like, whoa. It's all this colorful stuff. I don't know what they're eating, but they couldn't have been nutritious.
No. But apparently all of it was actually edible. I found that out later.
Oh.
Yeah, one of the things about that movie. I know, but she talks about the scene where she got big, and I'm just like, the power of horny compelled her.
Not funny.
Why else would she need to be big? Because she could have loved him and hugged him small.
No, because she was trying to compete with Wendy.
Ain't no competing with Wendy. Wendy for life.
Tinkerbell spent her whole life, giving pixie dust and making other people's dreams come true. But Peter was this selfish little thing that never asked about her dreams.
Peter was 7.
No, even when he came back.
When he came back, he didn't know who she was.
But then he started to remember.
Yeah, but at that point, he'd already married and had kids. So you want him to throw away his marriage, his kids, and everything else to go be with a fairy?
Yeah.
You would. You'd leave me for Thor, so whatever. No disagreement. No, stop. That's why I started wearing a Thor necklace. So she'd be like, yeah, that's my Thor. Dad bod. Thor bod.
And what is your pick, my darling?
I went with one of my favorite movies that she just happens to be in. Huh?
Huh?
You go ahead and say it for Mike's people.
Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11. And it's a great movie. It's one of the better heist movies ever made. Great cast. I mean, and it's really hard to pick one great person in this cast because there was just so many. You had George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Bernie Mac, Matt Damon. I mean, just all these guys working together. And Julia Roberts was there too. Great movie.
He might be my pick next one.
Who?
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac. Now, see, I have trouble picking Bernie Mac movie because I've already said Ocean's 11, so I can't say that again. And I can't think of a whole lot of Bernie Mac movies.
Mr. 3000?
Mr. 3000 was good, and probably the only other Bernie Mac movie I would have thought of. I can't think of another.
Oh, I bet you could.
Oh, well, no, just tell me something on top of your head. It's not going to pull out your phone and start looking stuff up. Just give me some. Because I'm out of things to say, so you stop talking, I'm toast.
You were talking about Ocean's 11.
Oh, no, I was done. Like, that. Okay, she's leaving me hanging, even though I begged her not to. That's awesome. Isn't that great, guys? So it's like, hey, honey, I'm running out of stuff to say. Were you were talking about right back for a second? We could do that. Let's Mac out on the Mac. And she's like, I'm going to pull out my phone. Whatever. I'm like, please don't play your phone. Just come up with another movie to talk about. No, I got my phone here. I'm just going to leave you vamping because I have to look it up, even though he's an awesome person.
Well, when I think of him, I think of like shows and stuff. And I know a couple movies, but
yeah, that's something. Bernie Mac didn't do a lot of movies. I can think of. He did a lot of stand-up comedy, and it was great stand-up comedy. The Kings of Comedy tour was a great tour. A lot of good funny stuff. But and he, of course, the Bernie Mac show.
Exactly.
Was a great show, but like he just didn't do a lot of movies. You got Mr. 3000.
Oh shoot! It was Chris Rock running for president.
Oh yeah, dress for the job you want, not the job you have, and he wore the FUBU suit. Great movie. That was a great movie. I don't remember the name of it.
Oh, I watched it the other day too.
I know it's a great. I think it's saved on our DVR. Head of State. That's what
Head
it
of
was
State.
called.
Yeah.
Great movie. I can't disagree.
Yeah, he
with
was the brother in it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I'm running out of stuff, and she's on her phone. So we're gonna wrap up this episode.
Really?
I got, like, you're leaving me hanging here. I got nothing. I've been very clear about I've run out of things to say.
I'm leaving you hanging.
And you're sitting there staring at your phone.
I'm not leaving you hanging.
Not talking on
I'm
a
like,
podcast
great.
is 100% leaving hanging.
Look, guess who?
Oh,
Soul
that's
Man.
the Ashton Kutcher movie.
Ocean's 13.
Yeah, he's in all the Oceans movies. But all the problem with the Oceans movies was the first one was great. And they should just stop there. They shouldn't have kept going. You can only do so many elaborate heists before you're like, okay, guys, I got it. You're going to do some stupid trick at the end, and that's how you're going to, yeah.
I don't know. Now You See Me did heist, but I like that movie.
Well, see, Now You See Me, one of the reasons Now You See Me was so great in the first one was they do the big fancy heist, right? But in the second one, it turns out the entire thing where they're stealing that security card or whatever is supposed to open up every lock was actually the eye messing with them as a test. It wasn't even really part of the heist. It was a fake. So that was a good twist that the magic of the eye was actually... And then you also get the twist that Morgan Freeman was actually a member of the eye, too.
Oh, yeah.
So they took a twist from the first movie and did a double twist in the second one. That's what made that so good. So I'm really curious what they're going to do with the third one.
Are they making another one?
They are making a third one. The corona kind of slowed everything down, but they are definitely...
Stupid corona.
Well, the one dude who plays it, Jesse Eisenberg, has to do something because that Justice League movie and Batman vs Superman movie kind of stalled his career to a dead stop.
And I thought he was good in it.
He was good as a villain. If you hadn't called him Lex Luthor, it probably would have been better, but he was a horrible Lex Luthor. Great villainous kind of character, not Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor, in all of his time, was never a wimp. Ever. Now, he had to enhance himself in suits and stuff and whatever so he could fight Superman, but he was never a wimp, and yes, he was always the smartest man in the room. He was even smarter than Batman.
Oh, he said it.
I did say it, and I meant it, but here's the catch. Overall intelligence, Lex Luthor wins. Strategizing for winning a fight, Batman wins. And that's why he's able to beat Lex Luthor. He's a better strategist. But overall intelligence, Lex Luthor hands down. You never thought I'd say that.
No.
Well, it's the truth. You got to address every character you love. You have to address their strengths and weaknesses. And Bruce Wayne is extremely intelligent. Lex Luthor's smarter. But Bruce Wayne has studied combat and fighting and strategy and the art of war and all this stuff to the point where even if you're smarter than him, his level of strategy is still going to beat you because Batman is the best superhero ever. Ever. Ever.
Yeah, no.
Who's better?
Superman.
He beat Superman. Try again. I have a whole comic that's dedicated. It is this thick to every...
How many times did Joker get away from Batman?
He doesn't get away from Batman. He gets out of Arkham Asylum, which Batman doesn't guard.
Mm-hmm.
Batman's tired of throwing him in Arkham Asylum, but he keeps escaping.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Batman catches Joker all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Batman's such a great superhero. There's a series of comics, okay, called, I believe it's Endgame. And the beginning of the comic is the Joker has brainwiped and gassed all of the Justice League, except for Batman, into attacking Batman. And Batman's all like, oh, hey, Alfred, contingency, whatever number it was, right? And he goes to his special penthouse, and then his specially made armor comes out. He gets in his specially made armor and whoops the crap out of the entire Justice League. Aquaman, Flash, Wonder Woman, and Superman. Beats them to a pulp. And is taking it easy on them because he realizes they're under my control, so he doesn't want to really hurt them.
Batman's just a pompous ass.
A little bit, but he's that.
What makes him better is he has money and can build all this, and he has Alfred. Take Alfred away and take the money away.
He would build this stuff in his garage.
I doubt that.
Okay, but you know what? Okay, you want to take stuff away that makes them what they are. Then we'll put Batman in a garage with none of his stuff, and we'll take the yellow sun away from Superman and see what happens.
But see, no. See, you can't take away...
You want to take away what Batman gets his abilities from, so you got to take away what Superman gets his abilities from.
I'm not taking away his abilities.
But his ability is his intelligence.
You're saying Batman's so great.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
He's like all powerful, all no. It's because he has Alfred and he has the money.
Okay.
Superman was born of another planet. You can't take that
Batman
away.
was born with the money and the intelligence.
Yeah, but if he wasn't.
But then if Superman wasn't...
But if Superman wasn't, then they wouldn't be fighting. They wouldn't be a superhero.
Yeah, so you can't take it away. You
But I can sit here and admit, if you take away Superman...
Oh, if you take all that stuff away, he won't be Batman anymore.
No, you're sitting there saying, if you take it all away, oh, he's still going to build it. I doubt that. Just like I'm sitting here admitting freely, if you take away what made Superman Superman, he wouldn't be Superman. He wouldn't be a superhero. I can admit that. Can you admit that about Batman? Because it don't seem like you can.
Well, you wouldn't if you're just taking away his money and Alfred, and he still has that level of intelligence. He wouldn't be the same level of Batman, but he would still be a hero.
But if you take away the money and all that, then his parents probably wouldn't die because they probably wouldn't be at an opera, which means he wouldn't have the grief, which means he wouldn't be.
I know you're taking that all away. He'd probably live in the neighborhood where they would have got a shot anyway. This wouldn't have robbed him in the process. Like, we shoot you. Oh man, you're broke.
Yeah, but no matter the scenario, you're always saying, "Oh, Batman's gonna be Batman." I can freely admit if you take care of
you didn't hear entirely what I said. I said he would still be Batman. He just wouldn't be as powerful.
Okay.
He'd be the generic. He'd be like Blank Man.
But you're still saying he's gonna be that. I can say that if you take what made Superman Superman, he ain't gonna be it.
Actually, honestly, you know the problem with Superman that drives me crazy? And this is it. If you take Batman's suit away from him, which has happened, you take all his gadgets off of him, which has happened, and you put him in the middle of the desert when he's got to beat some bad guys, he has trained himself and trained his body to a point where he can still be lethal and deadly and win. Superman, if you take away his powers, has never taken the time to actually learn how to fight like a normal person. That's why Muhammad Ali kicked his butt. If Superman took the time to train himself to be a really good fighter, Batman wouldn't stand a chance. Batman would win. Superman would win every time.
Even when you're trying to have this nice look on him, you still say it.
I said Superman would win. Did I not just say Superman would win?
In your little roundabout way.
Well, I'm not the person who wrote all these comics who apparently think Batman is the most popular DC character, because that's how they decide these things.
Mm-hmm.
It's the truth. This is how they decide. Why is Wolverine the most indestructible character in X-Men?
Because they like him.
Because he's the fan favorite. Period. That's why no matter what happens, even when they killed him because they took his powers away, they found a way to bring him back and he got his powers back. It's it. Batman is the most popular character in DC. He's the only one movie-wise that makes money. So, with that, the writers are always going to make it to where Batman wins, no matter what. Although, speaking of upcoming stuff that I really am excited to see, have you heard what they're doing for the Flash movie?
Is that the one where they're going to bring Michael Keaton?
Yes. Yeah, they're doing
and that's one Batman I can get behind. I do like, he's my favorite Batman.
So, for those who don't know Flash and Flashpoint, in the Flash movie, they're going to do the Flashpoint from the comics. And in this, Flash has yet to learn his freaking lesson and messes with time again. And of course, everything goes wrong. Because it turns out, I don't know, you shouldn't mess with time because bad things happen. So he messes with time again. This time he ends up in an alternate world, a parallel universe, where instead of Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne being the ones killed that night in the alley, Bruce Wayne dies.
Can we just say Martha and make everything go back?
Yeah, no, because this divide, this death, the pain and everything else of losing their child has a totally chilling effect on Martha. And a totally different effect on Thomas Wayne. Thomas Wayne becomes Batman. But he's old, right? So at this point in the story, he's old. So he's actually invented this drug. It's basically souped up venom, and he takes it so he can maintain Batman. And just to get the extra edge, oh yeah, he carries guns. This is a Batman that will shoot you because he is angry about his kid. And his greatest villain in his fight is the Joker still, in a roundabout way. Guess who the Joker is? Martha Wayne.
What?
Yeah, Martha Wayne snaps and cuts a smile into her face because everybody keeps telling her she should smile after the death of her son and get over it. And she snaps and becomes the Joker and carves a smile into her face.
Whoa.
Broke your brain a little bit right there.
Yeah, I guess Martha won't work this time. I don't know if he goes, Martha. And then she can go, why are you saying Martha?
Oh, no. And so, of course, they work it all out, and Flash makes it back to the right time. And, Flash tells them that Bruce Wayne's Batman in his realm and that Bruce Wayne lived and he died. And Thomas writes a letter to take back to him so he can write Bruce Wayne a letter. So he writes Bruce Wayne a letter, and then the Flash leaves, and the Joker attacks her. He catches her. I can't remember. Somehow he ends up in the scene with the Joker. I forget exactly how. And they hug, and he tells her what's happened. And she goes, so he's alive somewhere. And he's like, yes. And she goes, I hope he's safe. He goes, well, he took up the family business. And Martha goes, so he's a doctor? She goes, no. And then she snaps again, lightning strikes, and she starts to go crazy.
Because she wanted a doctor?
Rather than become Batman? I mean, Thomas Wayne only had 2 jobs. He was a doctor, then he started shooting bad guys.
Well,
Yeah. All right, guys. I think this is one of my new favorites. I love talking comics, and arguing with my wife about the Superman thing always makes me happy.
I'm too tired to argue.
Well, that's what makes it even better.
I give in.
Secret Attack. All right. We're going to end off a little bit different today because my wife is so sleepy, and I was kind of mean. And I want to say, and I want everybody here in the world, I love you, honey.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, honey.
Don't be all sappy. People ain't gonna listen to your stuff no more.
Actually, they're going to listen because I said, I love you, honey. The first thing you did was laugh in my face.
Love you, honey.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're out here. Have a good one.